Sorry about that if you saw that, but hey guys, Pokesonic fan here today to bring you, as you can see, my top 10 favorite animes. I figured this would partner well with my original video, which talked about top 5 Poke Babes and Poke Bros. If you have not watched that video, I will put a link in the description just for you guys. Alright, so let's get on with the video. Soon. First off, I just wanted to say that this video is 100% my own opinion. If you have your own opinions, feel free to leave them in the comments, but be respectful about it, please. I have my own opinion, and if you respect mine, I will gladly respect yours, even though I will respect yours anyway. Because everyone's opinion deserves to be respected, guys. So let's just keep a calm, open mind, and let's just go through with this. And lastly, before we start, copyright. As you've already seen, I will use images, and in fact I am using Google Slides to do this video. So, and yes, and none of the images are mine, nor do I claim them to be. So, credits to the artist, I do not have the ability to look up all of them, because there's a lot of images in this video. So, just bear with me please, and all that good stuff. Yeah, so, in the famous words of Mario, let's go into the video. Number 10 is Tokyo Ghoul. Now, for such a really well-praised anime, you might be wondering why it's scoring so low. And this is honestly because I barely watched it. Yep, I'm putting one that I only watched part of the first episode of onto it. And that is exactly why, my friends. I am a firm believer in catching your story, and if you cannot talk right now apparently, I'm a firm believer in catching your audience within the first few seconds. Which it did do really well, and it did catch my attention, but just because I haven't seen all of it, and from what I've heard, it does not seem to be super duper duper terrific, and seems to follow a lot of rehashed plot lines throughout anime. But who knows, maybe when I actually do get around to watching it, my opinion will change, and it'll end up being my number 1 probably. Who knows? But for right now, at this current time, it is number 10. Number 9 is Assassination Classroom. This one I've watched a few episodes of, although I will admit I have not watched the entire thing. And it's really good anime. It's really well put together. It has a nice story, even if it makes little sense. And definitely is a good anime to watch if you're looking for something out of the ordinary. My main problem with it is the fact of just everything, really. Because you have these teenagers who are supposed to kill an alien. The alien guy you see in the center. And they're all trying to kill him in these weird ways, and he just seems to not be able to be killed. But yet he still also teaches the class stuff. Like, he actually teaches them important things that you would normally learn in high school. And has such diverse characters, and it's an awesome anime. But almost every episode you see about, like, 5 or so kill attempts. But it's also an anime with a lot of heart. As for why I ranked it so low, I just like other animes more. I like them better. I just like anime in general a lot. And believe me, it was hard putting this into a list. In fact, I think it's mainly the only ones I knew for sure were like my top 3. So this was really hard to put together. But anyways, enough of my rambling. On to number 8, which is Naruto Shippuden. I love Naruto. Don't get me wrong. I will always remember the series. But the main problem I have with it isn't even a problem with the anime itself in Shippuden. The problem I have is just that I like the original more. That's the only real thing that keeps it down. That I just don't like it as much as I do others. I just can't explain it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I really can't explain it. I just liked it better when they were more close quarters, more together. Whereas now they're all, most of them are separate, at least at the beginning. So yeah, but that's just my little nitpick. And number 7 is Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. Where do I even start with this? As you can see, there's a lot of characters, but this isn't even close to half of the characters, guys. This anime is chock full of unique characters and exciting characters and just diversity all around. Of course, a lot of them follow the same sort of pattern and stuff like that, but it's still a really amazing anime. And so what keeps it down? The fact that over time, it definitely has rehashed plot lines. And as much as I love watching it, and I love all the new iterations that come out, I'm sorry, but it just has to die. This anime is an anime that has gone past its time and has done well, but definitely deserves to stop. It's had a long run, and it should really stop before it gets into something too stupid or too weird or whatever. Because that would be the last thing anyone would want, is for this awesome anime both to stop, which would be sad, but I mean, what's worse, guys? This anime not running anymore? Or it becoming so terrible that no one likes it anymore and it's forced to stop? I would rather have this anime be remembered for having a lot of good episodes, but being cut shorter than people would want, rather than trying to run forever and end up creating something stupid in the end. Anyways, on to number 6, Full Metal Alchemist. That's right, from a world of manifesting electricity to blast at your opponents, to a world where equal exchange is law. So, if you don't know about this, Full Metal Alchemist, I'm pretty sure it was originally a manga that turned into an anime. And so, of which features Edward Elric and Alphonse Elric, the two boys you see. Edward being the one that's not full of metal, the one with the metal arm, of which they end up, their father leaves them and they learn a lot about alchemy from their father's books. And so they end up, and then when their mom dies, they try to do the alleged art of human transmutation to revive their mom, and thus they end up losing their greatest gifts. Edward Elric, the older brother that was trying to stand on his own 2 feet and trying to do good for his mom by bringing her back, ended up losing the feet he had to stand on, being his right. I think it was either his right or his left leg, one of the two. And then he lost his arm trying to bring back his brother's soul. And thus, he had to seal his soul within a piece of armor, which is why his younger brother looks way taller. And as for Alphonse Elric's story, that's basically what happened. They tried to transmute their mom, and everything of Alphonse was taken and turned into nothing. And so, in order to get even just his soul back, Edward had to put a blood rune into a piece of armor, and that's basically the story of that. And so then the rest of the series has the two brothers trying to find a way to put their bodies back together. Now, in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, it's basically the same thing, but it focuses more on the story of them as children and how the world developed. Instead of necessarily just the story of Full Metal Alchemist, the way Full Metal Alchemist is, it's more of a, here's what happened in the beginning, here's what happened next, here's what happened next, here's what happened next. Because there's like, I don't know how many episodes it is, but I know that it's a good manga. Yep, sorry about this. turns out the software I'm using, I had to do a trial version because I don't have the money to pay for the full version. So it turns out I could only do 10-second long videos. I mean, not 10 seconds, sorry. 10-minute long videos. So this video is sadly going to be cut into 2 parts. So I don't feel like recording the other part, because I actually went through the whole video script. But then, turned out to be the case that you can't do that, and I didn't know how smoothly the editing would be. So and I didn't feel like redoing it because I'm doing this pretty late at night. So, it's going to be cut short. There will be a part 2 that has the rest of the list. I hope you can forgive me. But thanks to editing, hopefully we will be good. Hopefully this will save our butts. Or my butt. So, again, sorry for the technical difficulties. This is Pokesonic Fan signing off for this video. Early, sadly. Another video will come. So, I know it seems sad, but it's gonna be great. You'll see. And that's it for now, guys. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And just remember, technical difficulties that I didn't know existed. Or more like technical limitations that I just didn't know existed. So yeah. Have fun until we can see each other again. I will try to have the next part uploaded as quickly as possible, I promise. Again, I'm very sorry about this. Please, I hope you can forgive me. Now, for now, this is Pokesonic Fan, signing off.